So there's going to be a lot of people listening to this, and of course they deal with competition. It could be another business in their market, but when it's Coca-Cola and you're dealing with these Goliath players, and especially if I recall early on, you were told by an executive of Coca-Cola that that you'd never be able to make this product sustainable, like that there was just no future here. If you could speak to that and what that experience was like.
Yeah, well, it was probably, a little bit into our journey. I mean, we weren't even, I guess, a million in sales yet. I was realizing how hard this industry was, and there was so much that I didn't know. I was doing great at figuring out a lot, but things like how to actually achieve a what I really wanted in a product. So a shelf stable product with no preservatives. I didn't know how to get distribution across the US. I could figure it out in San Francisco where I lived, but actually getting product to Chicago and I didn't know how that all was going to happen. And I also needed capital. And so I was sharing this with a friend of mine, and she mentioned that she knew somebody at Coca-Cola who was very senior, and she'd call him and see if he'd talk to me. And maybe there was a way for them to produce our product. Maybe there was a way for them to distribute the product. So I thought, what the heck? And it was then that I was kind of sharing the story. I was pretty proud of what I had built really from my kitchen. And we were in just a few stores in the Bay Area. And that's when he interrupted me and said, "Sweetie, Americans love sweet. This product isn't going anywhere." And I thought, wait, did he just call me sweetie? I mean, it's, pretty shocking that he called me that. But it was at that moment when I did something that I think is really important to do, which is listen. When you hit a situation where there's definitely adversity, there's some sort of challenge in front of you, maybe it's time to just be silent for a minute and listen to what somebody is saying. And it became clearer and clearer to me that this gentleman was really kind of sharing the strategy that he had learned and he had believed. He had said it over and over again that people wanted sweet things, and that the goal was really to get calories lower, use the word diet. When people were on to the word diet, maybe not being as healthy as they could, change it to zero, change it to something that really kept the consumer believing that it was kind of a healthy perception product and maybe a healthy reality product. And when I got off the phone with him, it was actually a pleasant enough call, outside of the fact that, he's calling me sweetie on the phone. I thought, he just doesn't get it. He doesn't get what I see. And I had these customers that were buying it in San Francisco. Now I had to figure out if there were customers in Chicago and New York and other places. And so that's when I thought, I have a choice. I could either quit, which I think he thought I was going to do, or I could just throw the gas on and just start going. And as long as I've got customers, as long as I've got people that actually want this product and believe what I believe, who cares what he says? And I think that's such an important thing, because I certainly walked into developing this product thinking that if somebody has more money, if somebody has been in it longer, if somebody is an expert, then I should fear them. But instead, what I realized is that the underdog, the person with the new ideas, the person that is focusing on the customer, is really the one that can outshine them all, as long as they have perseverance as part of their strategy and they just keep going.